Hello and welcome back to Culinary Haven. Learning from last year's mistakes, we're starting our Christmas edition earlier this year so that you can watch the episodes and if you fancy something, try it out and have for your Christmas festivities. And we start our Christmas edition with Christmas Pecan Snowballs. Let's begin. And to make the Christmas Pecan Snowballs, we'll need 1 cup of plain flour, 1 cup of ground pecans, 120 grams of butter at room temperature, 1/3 cup of icing sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And we'll start with beating together the butter and icing sugar until it's nice and fluffy, with a paddle attachment. You can also do it with a handheld whisk as well, just the same. Starting on very low so the icing sugar is not flying all over the kitchen. The butter should be very soft, not melted, but at room temperature all the way through. It helps. And the reason it took a little longer for this to get it going is because the butter wasn't warm enough. Make sure that you take it out of the fridge a couple of hours before you start baking and just leave it on the counter until it gets to room temperature. And scrape the butter off the sides of the bowl. It's already nice and creamy. A little more and then we'll add the vanilla. I actually think that this particular recipe, it's fine here, but I think it's better to do by a handheld whisk. We can obviously do it in a stand mixer. We are going to do this, but you can also do it in a bowl with a handheld electric whisk. Put the soft butter in the bowl, add the icing sugar, mix it together with a spoon so that the icing sugar is not flying all over the place, and then whisk it like so, and it will be a perfect fluffy mixture. So either this or that, both fine. And now we'll add the vanilla. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We'll mix it again. And now we'll give it a scrape down with a spatula again. It's very nice and soft and creamy and fluffy now. And in a minute we'll add the flour and the pecans. And now it's time to sift in the flour. 1 cup of plain flour. And back on the stand, on very low, start mixing. And now the pecans. 1 cup of toasted ground pecans. And that's it, ready. And now we're going to dump this cookie dough onto a piece of cling film, wrap it and chill it for 30 minutes. Now just pull it all together like this into a nice neat package. Wrap it and off it goes in the fridge for 30 minutes. And the dough has been chilled for 30 minutes and it's ready. And now we're going to roll little balls and place them on ungreased, unlined baking tray and bake them at 180 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes until they're set but not brown. I'm going to try and divide this dough with our hands, rolling a ball about an inch, 2.5 centimeters in diameter. Very, very quickly, like this. Same with the rest. Such a simple recipe, but they're just so incredibly delicious. Everyone loves them, especially Maria and Anna. Just try to roll them as fast as you can because we don't want them to melt and hands are warm. And space them about a couple of inches between each little ball. They literally melt in your mouth and you get this lovely toasted pecan flavor. Really. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 little pecan snowballs. They're going in the oven for 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Here they are, ready. Very pale golden color. And the only thing that's left to do is to roll them in 1.5 cups of icing sugar, sifted. Just drop it in, roll it, and place them on a wire rack to cool. Actually, maybe you can just, to be on the safe side, bake them on a parchment-lined baking tray, just in case something like this happens.
Right.
Because it's stuck to the tray a little bit, and because they're so delicate, a little harder you push them and they just break. But normally they won't. As you can see, I'm handling them, they're not breaking. Just don't press too hard on them. The last one. We'll leave it here for 10 minutes or so until they cool down and the coating, the first coating, sets of icing sugar, and then we'll repeat it again. And now they've cooled down and it's time to give them a second coating with icing sugar. Thank you for watching this episode of Culinary Haven. Please stay tuned for more Christmas baking ideas. Until next time, bye. Just like snowflakes, no snowballs are two the same, so, and that's absolutely fine. even that is absolutely